Hello, everybody. My name is Zerduku, and welcome back to another book time with the Gun Kid. And guys, this whole thing has been a nightmare.
That's an understatement.
This is ridiculous. Every time when I try to write, hell gets unleashed. So it's been very difficult to get from A to B. So how about we find out what it is we're reading today?
More Sarah and Drake.
I didn't even get the chance with Dangan Byako. Actually, you know what? I shouldn't do that part. Wow. Okay.
It makes its way small.
It has super space.
The Adventures of Sarah and Drake.
All right. Perfect. To be fair, I wasn't really gonna make any more episodes of Sarah and Drake, to be completely honest. Um, but Gun Kid convinced me to do more. So if you guys want me to keep making more of these comedy things, then leave it down in the comments below. But because that I wasn't planning on making any more of this, I did actually did some designs because I wasn't too sure if I was going to come back to it. But I didn't actually do all the characters, but I did at least do the main characters. So how about we take a look at them before we get to the actual book? What do you say, Gun Kid? This is Oscar's design.
Hmm.
I don't know. I just started laughing because I felt something about it that seemed embarrassing.
One eye's bigger than the other. He's like he's squinting.
You know, he just kind of just looks like a normal. And actually, you know what? The idea of Oscar's personality is kind of like an emo kid. So
Every emo, he's wearing bright orange and bright green, look like trunks, pants,
shorts.
shorts. There's many words for those type of leggings.
And this is bulk.
Holy shit, Chrome Dome.
He bald, but he has a headband. What for some
It
reason?
doesn't hide much. Hey, I need to check my teeth. Can you see back of your head real quick?
It took me a while to pull
Oh,
it.
he got it.
Oh God. I don't really like this design of this Michelle. For some reason, her face looks too boyish. For some reason.
Kind of. It doesn't have like those I don't know how to describe it. Probably like some more feminine features, like
Yeah. Well, drawing on paint program is really hard, to be honest. And this is the only program I have that. Well, the only program I know how to use in terms of art. So.
I think she'll look up more programs for you eventually.
People have done that already. Their Gun Kid, and trust me, failure.
I'm not gonna be the only one who dies on this hill, aren't I?
Huh?
I'm gonna be on a hill trying to get you a new paint program. I'm probably gonna die here amongst the other people who try to teach you new programs.
You're gonna be sinking into the mud trying to climb a mountain.
It's quicksand.
All right, this one you might actually laugh at. This is the design of Victor.
What the fuck?
Exactly! That's the reaction I was gonna get. Oh my god, how close are you gonna get to the camera?
Bro, is he wearing fucking hypnotic glasses?
Why is the share screen not on her second? Okay, never mind.
It is. I was just checking my settings. The boy has fucking spiral glasses. He's wearing hypno glasses.
What
He
the
fought on
fuck?
a wall.
What the fuck is his hair's like a question
I'm
mark?
pretty sure I've seen a hair design before. It's called a hoge, I believe.
He actually does look exactly how I imagined him, almost like this goofy, weird, cartoonish anime character.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so this is what Drake looks like.
A humanoid dragon. For some reason, I always thought he was purple, but I guess yellow just differentiating him from Spyro.
Well, the thing is, I wasn't trying to rip off Spyro, so. I did give him a Spyro personality, but the idea was he doesn't look anything like Spyro at all.
Yeah.
copyright infringement.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what Sarah looks like.
She kind of looks more demonic,
Well, she is a ghost, so fuck it.
but she ain't really that evil. I mean, she did punt Drake to the stratosphere near a fucking airplane.
Yeah. Houston, we have a dragon.
Folks, you look to your left, you see a great mountain. What the fuck?
Alright, so.
Folks, you look to your left, you see a fucking dragon.
Uh,
I think enough. I think I have enough coffee. I think I didn't have enough.
Alright, so how about we just get to the book now that we're done with designs? But actually, that was a lot of fun, especially Victor's design.
I guess I'm just a reactionee. It's pretty good.
That's the point, is that I want you to be here for the reaction. That's why I always bring you here.
Yep.
So,
Season 1,
yeah.
Book 6.
quiet. Well, are you gonna read, or are you gonna let Bakugan read? Pick your poison.
Let the AI, because my may get dyslexia in the middle of this.
All right.
Season 1, Book 6. Episode title, The Fire Twins. Written by Isaac Salvi.
So now the episodes have titles now. The Fire Twins. What do you think that means?
If they're identical twins, they have fire powers, or are they very... Fire twins. It's like some episode names of anime.
All right. Well, since now we're done with the guessing, let's just get into the actual story, right?
Alright, can we pause real quick?
What do you want me to pause?
I believe I have some technical difficulties on my end. Every now and then, Bakugan just stops speaking for some reason.
I'm gonna pause then. All right. We're still having some minor difficulties, but I can't really change the settings now that we completely started recording. But
I'm going to kind of work around it, so we're going to use this for the time being.
let's see. I'm still gonna go by this bit by bit. I don't want to make the goal. I don't want to. I want us to be able to react to it piece by piece.
The sun shines through the clouds, barely touching the orange circle of the sun on a worm.
Wait, hold on a sec.
Shines. It should be shines.
How do you spell that? I don't even know.
Shines. S-H-I-N. Shine. S-H-I-N-E.
You know what? We're gonna pause and take care of that.
If we
All
need
right. So let's just give that another try.
The sun shine through the clouds, barely touching the orange circle of the sun on a warm spring morning. A familiar whisperer seems to emanate the calmness of relaxation.
Warm.
What?
It said worm. From what I heard,
Wow,
Warm.
guys, this is bad.
Maybe I'm mishearing, but I heard warm. Warm. W-A, as opposed to A. W-A-R-M.
The sun shine through the clouds, barely touching the orange circle of the sun on a warm spring morning. A familiar whisperer seems to emanate the calmness of relaxation. Oh. The sun is shining and the weather is just right for some perfect relaxation for an awesome cool reptile.
I will, Jesus, you know what? I'm just not gonna fuck this, man.
Then we spell shine, but just spell I-N-G.
I kind of already knew that.
But I don't know if you're supposed to have an E at the end of it.
I put two I's by accident.
I saw. Well, if maybe this close, I can actually see this computer screen, thankfully.
The sun is shining and the weather is just right for some perfect relaxation for an awesome cool reptile like myself. Said the whispering voice as the visual switch is looking at Drake, the young yellow dragon, being lazy in his lounge chair on the rooftop of the Foster's mansion. Wearing sunglasses and has a red and white umbrella attached to the lounge chair, keeping him in the shade from the bright sun.
Yeah, I think you're probably gonna have to turn down the TV a couple more notches, because I can even hear it through the headphones, which is bad.
Yeah. We had it working on Discord a while ago, but why isn't that working now? Am I doing the right screen share?
I mean, I could change the screen share,
Make it everything?
but the problem is you won't be able to see the book. I think you could only see Byakugan. I don't know.
But I can see when you copy and paste and just put in there, so I can.
Well, I have it set to regular screen so you can see somewhat catastrophic failure.
Alright, do a new one. Right here. Come on, alright, try it.
Use
The
headphones.
sun shined through the clouds, barely touching the orange circle of the sun on a warm spring
Still
morning.
nothing.
Well, I guess I'll just change it back then.
This worked before. I mean, it was better than Louis speech, and you're not fucking Bakugan, which is weird.
Well, Lewis Speech doesn't have the capabilities. I was using Byakugan beforehand, so I don't understand what's up. This doesn't make any sense. Well, anyways, let's keep going, I guess.
Alright, still
Oh,
positive.
fuck!
Alright.
I didn't.
There you go.
I did. Oh my god, we have to do the changes again.
Looks like there's only 2 changes. Shine and
Guys, we're gonna
shining.
have to pause again because I'm retarded. There is no picnic there, guys. But we're gonna fight through this until there's no more ground to stand on.
Wow, shit. I ain't Jesus, so I can't stand on water.
Oh my god. At least, okay, at least you still got your funny bones.
I hate when I stubble. They're not really funny when you hit a stub.
Well, even when you stutter, they're Porky Pig, you're still funny.
When I stub them. I mean, you know when you hit your funny bone on a corner table and it hurts like hell? And he turns to liquid.
Single brain cell.
For God's sake.
No annoying adult teachers telling me what to do. No creepy blonde girls making my days miserable, and no. Whisper Drake to himself, but all of a sudden an angry earthquake voice causes him to tremble out of his lounge chair for a second with his sunglasses sliding into an uncomfortable position. Drake. You need to finish your homework and today you have school. Where the hell are you? Said the terrifying earthquake female voice of a familiar sound. No annoying overbearing ghosts who thinks that they're my mother. Whisper Drake to himself as he fixes his sunglasses and goes back to being lazy.
Ah, crap.
Okay, that was funny.
I would have created an earthquake with thunder and female voice, but it still works.
I don't think we needed to correct anything on that one, though.
It's pretty good still.
So I can just move on to the next. Okay. I do like how the way I organize things on my own here. I didn't actually kind of like it when my other editors were doing this. Alrighty. But I do kind of wish that my mom was editing, but she's too busy.
Life is life.
Is
We gotta work with what we got.
not the truth.
You're just so blind to the truth. Continue.
I can handle the truth now. What's this? Yeah, whatever.
At this moment Drake is confident that Sarah the ghost will not find him since this is a new relaxing spot he's never used before. But however it turns out the spirit of Sarah is relentless when it comes to mothering Drake the dragon.
Must be mothering.
Mothering.
This is going to take me some time to figure out because I don't even know how to spell that. Alright, we're back. What were you going to say there, Gun Kid?
I was about to say, he thinks she can't find him. She's a freaking ghost. She can phase through walls. It's not gonna be that hard to find you. Just poke your head through a wall. Look, not there. Look a different way.
Fair enough. Yeah, I guess you do got a point.
Mothering Drake the dragon. When only 2 minutes goes by, eventually the spirit of Sarah phases through the rooftop behind Drake.
See?
There you are, you lazy good-for-nothing steps out of mind. Said the ghost of Sarah, crossing her arms with a disappointed look on her face.
Lazy steps out of line.
I'm gonna pause the recording on that.
Step out of mine.
Guys, we're baffled by this.
Step out of mine. I'm supposed to be his dictionary, and I can't even think of a better word to put there.
I don't
Step.
know what the hell I was trying to refer to. Now, guys, when I used my audio program, and I was using Lily Speech at the time for this, before it failed on me.
Motorcycles.
Oh, I was wondering what that rumbling noise was. But anyways, I was using Lily Speech at the time, and Lily Speech can be a little bit weird, and part of it is due to my stutter, and sometimes it will do things like this, but I have no idea how to get around this because it's so mind baffling that I have no idea how to fix this.
I don't even know a word. Like, there you are, you lazy, good for nothing, step out of mine.
All right, you know what? We're gonna go back to pause, and we're gonna have me and Gun Kid are gonna have to brainstorm off camera on how to fix this goddamn sentence. Be with you in a moment. All right, guys. I think we kind of got it fixed, but we only put like one word in. I think I had something more insulting, probably in the original version, but the problem is I don't remember it, so we're just gonna leave it.
For step out of mind is like, is he out of his right mind not doing? That's the only thing I can think of. But slacker sounds better because she has called him lazy for not doing
There
his
you are, you lazy good for
assignments,
nothing
basically homework.
slacker, said the ghost of Sarah, crossing her arms with a disappointed look on her face.
Supposed to be where the fuck is with? Wait,
With.
hang on.
Said the ghost of Sarah, crossing her arms with a disappointed look on her
With
face.
it? What? Why?
Yeah, why is
is
there it? With A.
Uh, yeah, that's a common problem with Lily's speech.
How does it get it from A?
Do you really want to question that program?
Technically, yes, because it is a different sound from A. A is more of a It is a t. It.
It will do that all the time, even when I'm using the word the. And don't get me started with. Good lord.
Does it go with the whole measurement with?
I think that I would at least find that funny, but oftentimes it wouldn't even put with it wouldn't even put the word there. It would sometimes just leave it blank, and other times it would put the word would instead of with, and I don't understand why it would do that. But
said the ghost of Sarah, crossing her arms with a disappointed look on her face. At that moment Drake felt a twitch of fear with a cold shiver down his spine, realizing he just got caught by the overbearing spear of Sarah. Oh shit. Whispered Drake with fear.
Spear? Do you mean stare? Overbearing spear. It's supposed to be like saying her
oh,
overbearing.
spirit.
Like, spirit. Dictionary.
Wait a minute. I think I already said that before, didn't I? Or didn't it?
For spirit, the word?
E...
You always says ghost.
Oh, fiddly sticks.
All right,
Oh,
spirit.
wait. I found it up here. I wonder if I can just copy and paste it. Are we even... I hope we are recording because I paused several times. Okay, yeah, we're recording. Thank God.
Sometimes we'll pause when we edit stuff, and sometimes not. We want to keep the reactions because, let's be honest, I think you like your reactions.
Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't, but this one's going very slow just because my mom wasn't able to edit this. I really need editors. The only problem is I can't pay them, so...
I'm basically for a dictionary, but I'm my reaction role, but my job is basically editor role a little bit.
But you're having fun, right?
True, yes.
Then it's good enough. You don't need to say anything else.
Watch your language, yelled Sarah as her hand shapeshifts into a giant hammer about to squish Drake, but Drake runs away and panic as Sarah destroys his lounge chair.
Good lord.
Drake uses his dragon-like wings to glide to the ground, but he is being pursued by the craziest spirit of Sarah.
Craziest? It's supposed to be crazy, just the word crazy.
Crazy spirit of Sarah. Well, I mean, he ain't wrong. A ghost that can turn her hand into a fucking hammer. Like fucking Sandman or Clayface.
Yep. You know what? I think it's very clear that Sarah is basically one of those abusive women, quote unquote.
Overbearing type, mother type. Not the perfect role for a mother type character. Definitely not. I understand being
Oh,
mad.
you're lazy and you're not doing your homework? Where's my fucking sledgehammer? Whoosh.
You're lucky your father not here. He'll bring out a flamethrower.
I'm already dead.
Leave me out of this. You killed me in the first place.
I don't even know what the hell is even happening anymore.
Improv.
Okay, so do we want to keep it craziest or just crazy? It sounds weird when it says craziest.
Just put crazy. CRAY. Crazy.
Maybe I should pause this.
Making a second channel.
Can you say that again? Perfection. Your name is what?
I'm not leaking my channel just yet.
Perfection. His name is General
No!
Grievous.
No!
Too late.
I wanted to make my channel my own. You did.
We must be friends forever.
Oh no, that's Stockholm syndrome.
Why is it not letting me paste?
Even the computer's afraid.
Wait, what? What's? Come on.
Copy.
Work. There we go. I think we got it.
Pulls gun out on PC. You know how much money you put on that PC, right? Puts the gun down.
Yes, $1,000.
I buy that for $1,000.
That's not how the line goes, but okay.
I know, but if it's a $1, there's probably something wrong with it. It was only $1. Well, Drake, you better fucking run.
We'll see how it goes.
Stop acting like my mother, you crazy old hag. Yells Drake as he runs as fast
Oh no, you
as
just
he
made it
can.
worse.
You know what?
You crazy old hag.
You know what?
You
I'm
actually two
gonna
U's.
actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep the two U's because it sounds funnier, like you're stuttering.
Like he's stuttering. You crazy old hag. He's afraid. I'd be afraid too if it's a flown fucking ghost with a giant hammer hand trying to kill me.
Stop acting like my mother, you crazy old hag. Yells Drake as he runs as fast as he can down to the pathway towards the bus stop. I wouldn't act like your mother if you weren't so lazy all the time and do what you're told. Yells Sarah with the response at the same time swinging her hammer arm like a psychopath.
Run for your life, otherwise I'm just gonna hit you with a fucking hammer.
Run, motherfucker, run!
Run, Rudolph!
Run, Forrest, run!
Yeah, okay. Now all I can think of is say, yeah, the Run Rudolph theme song from like what's it, Home Alone. I'm not sure.
I'll put Betty Hill.
I'm not sure if it's. I'm not sure if it's. It was the first or second Home Alone. I can't remember.
I still remember Home Alone that had like Donald Trump in it. The second, the New York one.
Yeah, I was actually surprised they actually had that was even there.
That was before his old presidency. Way before. I'm not sure if they did, but I think they edited them out nowadays because all the controversy. I don't know. It's still stupid.
All right.
6 minutes before the chaos even started, Michelle was waiting for Drake to show up at the bus stop, but when he didn't show up, she decided to go up the mansion to find out what was taking him so long. However, little did she know she was walking into crazy chaos as normal. At the same time, Sarah is still chasing Drake, swinging the hammer like a psychopath. You do realize that being lazy is normal and acting like a workaholic is. Doubt, ouch. Bad for you.
Uh. Oh, it's supposed to be isn't? Oh, I get it. Because okay, never mind.
Is it
At the
bad for
same
you?
time,
Yes,
Sarah
I can
is still
understand
chasing
that.
Drake, swinging the hammer like a psychopath. You do realize that being lazy is normal and acting like a workaholic is. Doubt, ouch. Bad for you. Yelled Drake back to Sarah, but he was interrupted when he ran right into Michelle and they both rolled down the path by a few feet before Drake landing on his back and Michelle landing on her face. They both groaned in pain for a second before brushing the dust off their faces to look at each other.
This is just all chaos.
These are your friend group.
This is basically like the opening of like one of those comedy animes, basically.
It was like crack animes.
Crack animes?
If I remember, that's the correct terminology because it's like there's no rhyme or reason. It just have fun.
Okay.
Drake. What's? Send Michelle getting up and wondering what.
Send, it's supposed to be said.
Send. Damn, she's fucking texting right next to him.
I want to say it, but it's getting kind of monotonous at this point. Okay.
If I was good at editing, I'll put like a tally mark on the side of the screen saying Zach's frustration level growing. 10%, 11%, 50%.
Yeah, when it gets to max, I'm gonna do the frickin' Steve P. I will send you the Jesus.
No, when it hits 9,000, you go Super Saiyan and use a fucking the Forbidden Slaughter.
Okay, so how do we do a set again? I don't even remember how to spell it.
A-I-D.
S-I-D?
A.
Doubt!
Homer Simpson.
Yes. Okay, S-A...
I-D.
Ah. I grow a brain cell.
Alright, doctors, check his brain. He is. It's small as shit.
Emotional damage.
If I were to guess anything, it's the size of Pluto. Small as shit.
Would you stop that?
Said Michelle getting up and wondering what the hell is going on, but Drake interrupted by grabbing her hand. No time to explain. We got ourselves a crazy psychopathic workaholic ghost in our hands. Also, I think she might be an old hag.
It's supposed to be...
No time to explain. We got ourselves a crazy psychopathic workaholic ghost on our hands. Also, I think she might be an old hag. Explained Drake with haste. Michelle did not respond because she was too distracted about the fact that Drake was holding her hand, and she began to blush.
Oh, she's
Within
in La
2
La
minutes,
Land.
Michelle and Drake make it to the bus, and the bus immediately opened the door and let them run inside. At first the bus driver was confused and why they ran inside so fast, but then he looked at the pathway, seeing a crazy ghost swinging a hammer completely blindly. As a result, the bus driver quickly closed the bus.
No, come on, let it finish, we can react later.
As a result, the bus driver quickly closed the bus doors and drove the bus faster than it ever have before. When the bus drove away like Roadrunner, Sarah stopped at the bus stop sign and watched the bus drive away.
Imagine like during that scene, imagine his whole face goes pale. He fucking locks the door, presses the locks, and throttle. Like how he did in fucking Roadrunner. He turned on fucking Nitro. Oh hell no!
Oh hell no! Oh wait, Will Smith does a cameo as the bus driver. Oh hell no!
Oh hell no!
That would be hilarious. Although for some reason at first I was thinking like one of the characters from like Boondocks for some reason, but that.
No, fuck! Oh hell no!
You know what? I should have just read this book earlier from my depression. Good lord.
It's the fucking boot. Oh motherfucker! Oh hell no! You better buckle your asses up, cause we're hitting turbo for the way.
Yeah, kids, buckle in because we're going full speed.
Buckle the fuck up, Chuckle Fucks. We're getting out of here.
Alright. I got tears rolling down my eyes, and my eyes are on fire. I'm not too sure if we said, you know what, fuck it.
And don't come back until you're done with school. Sarah yelled at the bus as it fades away in the distance. Then after that, Sarah went back to her mansion. Phew. Safe at last. said Drake as he slouches in the school bus seat. What in the world was that all about there, Drake? Why is Sarah always so upset? Asked Michelle with curiosity as she swings her little girl feet back and forth beneath the seat.
Okay, adorable.
Yes, but also one question. She's so nonchalant saying, "Oh, she tried to squish Drake with a fucking hammer."
What?
Remember, she was chasing him with a giant hammer. Her hand was a hammer.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, she was in La La Land because got Drake holding her hand.
Ah, adorable.
Remember that remember that Michelle's the highly sexual little girl.
She's quite into innuendos. She's just in La La Land constantly.
So lewd. It's her gotta be her best line. Will probably
Face palms.
be. It makes me kind of ask the question: would Will be okay in this universe, or would he want to go back to his world and infest him with
This is
zombies?
too strange even for me. I'm going back fighting zombies. Talk shit. Total. Even Doom Guy's just as a peace sign. He walks away.
Yeah, sure. All right, let's go.
I was going to skip school today and enjoy the nice day. But of course Sarah thinks she is my mother. Drake responded with serious insult. You shouldn't act so lazy there, Drake. My father always said that laziness only gets you into trouble. Besides, I think it's sweet that Sarah is acting as your mother since you have no parents, said Michelle with attempted cuteness. Well, I guess I can't argue the fact that my laziness has only gotten me into trouble, but I feel like that wouldn't happen if Sarah wasn't being such an evil hag. Drake responded as he sat up into the bus seat and crossed his arms with rebellion.
A kid next to him in the bus says, "Hey, yo, why the fuck there a dragon?"
We would have been to that episode.
I know, but the bus driver's like, "I don't care. I already get paid enough."
I like this idea that when Michelle talks about her parents or whatever, about what I kind of like imagine her having her hand on her heart and just have her finger pointing upwards as she's saying it. Oh wait, we didn't make it. What am I doing?
Yeah, we didn't make any changes.
Don't mind me.
Their conversation was interrupted when the bus arrived at the school. School staff members guided the children under the premises. Michelle and Drake are now past the front door inside of the school talking to each other. You shouldn't say such mean things about Sarah. Besides, she became a ghost around our age, right? So technically that would make her still a child, explained Michelle. I disagree with that because she died during the 1900s, which makes her an old hag. Drake responded as he rolls his eyes.
Emotional damage.
So she died in 1900. She never saw the world. Never saw World War II. If they even have in his universe, but it's probably never happened.
You know what? I think it's pretty clear that that Drake is going through like his teenage rebellion years.
I don't know how it is in dragon years, but different biology. Until we know if this is like anime-esque, don't worry.
Obviously, if you haven't figured that out already, especially from the beginning.
Well, some people are dense.
Are you trying to cause emotional damage to my audience?
They calls me emotional damage. They like to mute me when they read.
Okay, so that's basically payback. Okay, fine. Whatever. Back to the book.
Well, it doesn't matter anymore because now you are with the sexiest little girl in the school and you get to be my knight in shining armor.
Jesus H. Christ! She had it off for she had it turned off for I don't know what, 5 minutes, and all of a sudden you just switch her sexual thing on. Oh my God, that was very fast.
Hello, Child Protective Security. I want this kid away from his parents' household because I don't think he's safe there.
Well, it doesn't matter anymore because now you are with the sexiest little girl in the school and you get to be my knight in shining armor. said Michelle as she prances in front of Drake and then gives some puppy dog eyes with a semi-sexual pose. This girl is too thirsty for a 10-year-old little girl. Drake thinks to himself for a moment.
Yeah, I guess I can't argue with Drake with that one. All right there, gun kid.
I'm uncomfortable with that conversation. What the fuck?
Besides, you
Let's just
can't
keep
tell me
going.
you don't want a piece of me, said Michelle as she
Okay, hold the
approaches
fuck up
Drake
now.
and tries to
You're
kiss
10,
him, but Drake
goddammit.
resists. Oh hell no, said Drake as he pushes Michelle away with his dragon claw-like hands. As an immediate response, Michelle looks like she's about to cry. Am I not good enough for you or something? Said Michelle as
You're
she
not old
gives a
enough,
teary-eyed
jackass.
puppy dog look at Drake.
Yeah, she's a little bit too thirsty.
Too young and thirsty. Forever, for God's sake, call CPS on that family.
Jesus H. Christ.
I'm Chris Hansen. I want to take a seat over here.
All right.
Do you not remember what I told you before, Michelle? Yelled Drake with fear. Yeah, I remember. But that is too painful to think about, so I just ignore what you say. Michelle responds with the same teary-eyed puppy dog look. As an immediate response, Drake face pumps himself.
Face
Face
palms.
pumps.
Face
Face pumps.
palms.
Face pumps. He pumps his face like a shotgun. Reloads a new expression. PLAMs.
All right. Wait. Okay. Mind is back together again now. How do we do this?
Face palm. PALM.
PALM, like that?
Yes.
All right. Perfection, thy name is Zerduku. Let's go.
Michelle responds with the same teary-eyed puppy dog look. As an immediate response, Drake facepalm himself. At that moment, Drake started to wonder if life itself is just hell. What are you two kids think you're doing? Said a loud old scratchy old woman's voice approaching Drake and Michelle. Immediately Drake and Michelle look to see an old woman with curly white hair that looks like a giant sponge on her head, wearing horn-rimmed glasses with blue pearls and an ugly yellow and blue dress. She slunched over as if she has a hunchback and her skin on her face is drooping down like an old garbage bag. Oh, Mrs. Coramp.
Wow.
Can we help you with something? Said Michelle, acting devious. No, but the bell is about to ring, so you youngsters better start moving. Mrs. Coramp responded with a grumpy attitude.
Why is always teacher staff either grumpy or psychopathic? Very that fucking crazy Crocker trying to dissect a Drake. Is everyone just fucking done with this universe?
Mrs. Cramp.
Quamp. Quamp.
Well,
Quamp.
the idea is it sounds like a cramp,
Yes,
but
I
but,
figured.
but it's spelled with a Q instead of a C.
Quamp. I have a quamp. I have a quamp.
I
back
feel
quack.
like you can take this any way you want, but I think we just found Bill's lost grandma or something.
Oh, hell no! Bill? You mean Will? Bill's too old for grandmas.
or lost sister.
Oh, hell no. That ain't one of my blood. Hell no. The way she treats kids? Oh, hell no. She'd be thrown out of the family.
I don't know, man.
You know, Mrs. Coramp, I always had a question. Said Drake with a snarky attitude. The old lady just raises her eyebrow, looking down at the small yellow dragon. What do you think about me being a cool dragon here in school? After all, Mr. Cutler overreacted, why don't you? Since you like the old ways apparently.
Okay. Fair enough, I guess.
I get paid enough to not fucking question.
But I feel like... yeah, I feel like this was supposed to be here. Whatever. I just wanted a response because I wasn't able to get to it, so let's find out.
What do you think I have the authority to tell the government not allow Satan himself to attend school here? Now get to class before I show you how we discipline children back in my day. Shouted the old grouchy teacher. As an immediate response, both Michelle and Drake run to
How the
class.
fuck were you hired?
Well, at least he's not trying to chase down Drake, but
That's true. She's not trying to dissect Drake for fucking reasons.
but she thinks that freaking Drake is the son of the devil. So, okay, what the fuck?
Well, a talking dragon. If she's very religious, she's like, I don't know if you're a devil or someone. Just get the fuck to class.
It's like she doesn't give a fuck. She's probably like, just a few more years into my retirement years, so I'm just going to ignore all this.
Not a bad way to go through it. I'm already old enough. I don't want any more drama. I just want to retire, go back to Hawaii. But shit, I can't complain.
So you actually probably like Mrs. Cramp a lot better than Mr. Cutler.
See, if I swear to God, if he's still faculty in this school, I swear to fucking God.
Okay.
After that, Drake went to his classes as usual and he attends Mr. Cutler's health class, but that day Mr. Cutler was on his best behavior and didn't do anything other than teach the kids. Class by class, Drake
still allowed to be near children. He tried dissecting a student. No police record, no fucking fireman, no prison sentence for attempted murder and mutilation.
Just to let you know, if you're standing up, the camera's gonna cut your head off.
Oh, I'm a fucking dual on this point. What the fuck? Who let this fucker back in school?
Who let the dogs out? I'm gonna die!
I don't smoke, but I think I need a smoke break.
Okay.
After that, Drake went to his classes as usual and he attends Mr. Cutler's health class, but that day Mr. Cutler was on his best behavior and didn't do anything other than teach the kids. Class by class, Drake constantly rests his head on his desk looking outside, seeing the nice day, wanting nothing more than just to be lazy and relax in the beautiful day. As Drake stares out the different windows, he begins to find himself deep in thought. Drake begins to wonder why it is a thing where people have to constantly do work all the time and never have the freedom to do whatever they wish to do. After all, to Drake there's nothing wrong with relaxing and enjoying the day. But it seems like it's a crime to be chill. Then Drake started to remember his fun times with the 4 kids. Strangely, Michelle crossed his mind and how she feels about him. He remembers telling her that he's a dragon and she's a human and they should not be together. Drake gets constantly frustrated with Michelle trying to remind her what he told her, what he thinks about her feelings, but it is now gone on to death years. Eventually Drake gets discouraged.
Gone to
Death years. Remove the Y.
Oh, actually, does 2 need to be there?
On to deaf ears. Goes on to deaf ears.
Okay, yeah, okay, fine.
Drake gets constantly frustrated with Michelle trying to remind her what he told her, what he thinks about her feelings, but it is now gone on to deaf ears. Eventually Drake gets discouraged at himself and forces Michelle out of his mind.
Who's crazier, Michelle or Mr. Actually, you know what? That's not even a contest.
It's not even a fucking contest. She's just a lovebird.
And frickin' yeah.
Rocker is just a psychopath should be in straitjacket and sent to Arkham. Hopefully some punches to his brain box by Batman may set him straight. Hopefully. He already has enough screws loose.
Should I go for the whole thing or just half?
Go for the whole thing and see how well it does.
But keep in mind, if it's doing the whole thing, we can't really just react in the middle of it. Otherwise, people are not going to be able to hear the thing read.
Yeah.
Since you seem to ignore that a lot.
You need reactions, but they're pretty funny.
So he starts thinking about other things, and as a result he began thinking about the 4 kids and cannot help but admit that the adventures of friendship they have gone together up to now has been no short being constantly eventful. Although sometimes painful and a bit annoying to him, he cannot help but admit that some of life is good. Eventually Drake finds himself walking in the hallways among the other human kids in the school. Upon walking through the hallways he can see Oscar, Victor, and Bulk ahead of him, so he begins to get their attention and begin a conversation. "Hey guys, how's it going?" said Drake, getting the three boys' attention. "Michelle told me what happened this morning. You know you really shouldn't be lazy," said Oscar with his typical monotone voice. "That's nonsense," shouted Bulk as he pushed Oscar out of frame, which caused him to land on his back against the lockers.
He just fucking cartooned him. Out of the way!
Always. Ah!
"Are you okay, Oscar?" asked Victor with concern. "I'm fine," Oscar responded, looking extremely pissed. "Hey Drake, it is a nice day outside and I'm thinking that during recess we should ditch the school. What do you think?" said Bulk as he wraps his arm around Drake's shoulders.
Basically, he's not like a gangster.
That's a bad influence.
Well,
The more he ditched school, the more he'd be held back at grade.
no, nobody,
I
no
knew.
one said Bulk was a good influencer.
Of a name named Bulk, I fucking expect he's not a good influence. Who names their kid Bulk? It's like naming a kid Brick because a brick fell on his head.
Well, he's not fat, as you saw from the design, but he's just bald and just has like a muscle shirt or something. I guess he's like a bulk as in he exercises a lot. I don't know.
Well, he better exercise and get some new fucking hair.
Emotional damage. Moving on.
Because that much sunburn on his head is not doing good for his brain. I'm just good at the insults.
"Sounds awesome. What do you have in mind, Bulk?" Drake responded with enthusiasm. "You morons do realize that the playground is surrounded by a 6 feet tall fence, right?" said Victor. At the same time Oscar stands up, brushing dust off his orange shirt. "Drake is going nowhere," shouted Michelle as she pops into the scene and shoves Bulk onto the floor, hugging Drake and forcibly kissing him on the cheek.
Oh my
"After
god.
all, Drake told me
Why?
I know she's a lovebird and lovey-dovey, but hold your fucking horse. Not hold, dumbass.
Age doesn't matter, says Michelle.
Well, I'm calling the police.
For
She's
what?
probably because you're definitely not in a good household. If
After
you think
all,
this is
Drake,
okay.
Okay, anyways, back to the book.
after all, Drake told me earlier that he's going to take me to a secret
Oh,
place
God.
during recess where he's going to do such naughty things to me," said Michelle as she is
I
hugging
beg
Drake
fucking what?
extremely tightly. "I said no such thing. Besides, you're choking me, Michelle,"
Besides,
said
you're
Drake
joking.
as he's trying to break out of Michelle's chokehold.
That boy ain't right. Fucking Hank Hill.
That girl ain't right.
That girl ain't right. She's not invited to the barbecue, I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you what.
Oh, I just remembered something.
What?
Guys, as you know with Lily's speech, if anything is not English, it doesn't do it right. So and at the time, I thought Mom was gonna do the editing, so I had like certain code words for certain character names because it wasn't English. Well, anyways, moving on.
Well. So it's true after all, the popular creepy blonde girl has the hearts for the only dragon in school, said a very unfamiliar voice to the four kids and Drake. As an immediate response, Michelle lets go of Drake and then Drake composes himself to look to see who said that. The four kids and Drake see two identical girls around their age with dark skin and red-looking fake rubies on their heads with red and yellow clothing. Bulk stands up, brushing the dust off his clothes, knocking off the minor injuries of being pushed to the floor, and looks upon the two twins.
Things are just starting to get a little interesting, I guess.
"Who the hell are you?" asked Oscar, sensing danger from these two girls. Yeah. Exactly. Who are you to call me creepy when I'm the cutest girl in school? Shouted Michelle with anger, pointing at the twins. My name is Jyoti. Responded one of the girls. My name is Jvala. Said the other girl. We are twins. Said the two Hindu girls as they hold hands with their legs up in a pose in front of the four kids and Drake.
Okay. New
Are they supposed to
characters.
be foreign? Okay, supposed to be foreign exchange students.
I would imagine so, perhaps. I'm not sure. I don't remember if they actually explained it or not. Probably not. At least I don't think I did because I probably didn't think it was all that important. But anyways, moving on.
As an immediate response, Drake realized that things just got even worse for him and the girl department. As a result, he had a look of fright on his face. So they're from out of town? Victor asked himself, seemingly confused about the situation. Who cares, girls are so stupid anyways. Said Bulk, walking away. We just transferred to the school 3 days ago, explained Jyoti. Our parents have been from town to town, as a result we've been through many schools, explained Jvala.
Okay, so I did explain it, but you know what? Bulk is a little more sexist than I thought it would be. Hmm.
Sunlight removes his brain cells.
But we like boys just like you then, Michelle. Said the twins simultaneously. Especially that hot dragon boyfriend that you have, said Jyoti, and she points at Drake. He would be a nice accessory to us since we refer
Fast,
to
what the hell?
ourselves as the Fire Twins, explained Jvala. You know they're Oscars. Since this is starting to look like a girl fight, perhaps we should leave. Said Victor, putting his hand on Oscar's shoulder. However, Oscar did not want to leave, worried about what might happen to his friend Drake. But for some reason he felt like this was none of his business. So as a result he left the scene with Victor beside him.
Wow, good friends. Leave a brother behind.
It's when it comes to girl trouble, that seems to be the norm, and like schools,
Self from self, you a dick.
But actually, it did say that Oscar didn't want to leave, but he felt like this he,
It's business.
yeah, it just felt like a third wheel.
No one is taking Drake because Drake is my boyfriend. Yelled Michelle, blocking the Fire Twins from Drake and standing her ground. Since when? Drake whispered to himself with a confused look on his face.
Okay, I know we're not supposed, but I have to stop there. That is that's funny.
He mentally says it to himself. Since when? Like giving her this face. Since when?
I actually kind of imagine that he crosses his arms and has like this blank expression of just like he just getting tired of the whole situation.
Aspirated.
Yeah.
Since when? Drake whispered to himself with a confused look on his face. Very well then. Said Jyoti with a sinister grin. How about a friendly challenge?
Oh god.
Asked Jvala. Winner gets to take Drake as their boyfriend from now and forever. Said Jyoti with a devious giggle. In your dreams. I will take up your challenge and kick your ass. Yelled Michelle, accepting their challenge.
Just walk away or fly away. He's not a prize to be won.
Yeah, it's very clear that they're seeing him as a prize if you win this. This is probably something you want to get away from.
Absolutely.
I like how late earlier you said, "Oh, good, Mr. Cutler took his meds." For some reason, that keeps repeating in my head.
He's probably on his crazy pills. So he's not trying to dissect fucking Drake. Dragons! Can someone get this mad bastard?
Dragon, dragon, dragon.
Dragon.
Dragon!
Fairies. He's Crocker's brother.
Cousin once been removed.
T.I. A challenge,
Thrice
huh?
removed, thrice put back.
Okay.
T.I. A challenge, huh? Well, you can count me in. After all, no one's going to marry me without my say-so, said Drake the dragon, stepping into the situation without thinking.
Your pride is gonna get you killed.
Okay, Drake, you lost all respect, you dumbass. You said you didn't want any relationships, but now you're want to watch a challenge. No one will marry me without my say so.
Perfect.
If
It is settled then. GOT responded. The game is a game jump rope, and if either you or Drake fail, then we take the prize, explained Jvala.
wait,
Game on,
what?
said Michelle, accepting the challenge, aiming her fist at the fire twins. You. What she said? Said Drake with a false sense of confidence. Then we'll be expecting you at recess at the basketball field, explained Jvala. Don't keep us waiting, said GOT as both of the sisters leave the scene.
So it's a okay. Also, by the way, do you remember that I sent you something a long time ago from like Mario Party?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that picture. Yep.
What is it?
That mini game,
Which one?
the jump rope one.
But let's keep it a secret for now, I guess. If you have an idea where this is going.
I have a slight image.
When recess begins, Michelle and Drake immediately start walking towards the basketball field. About 36 feet north to south and 26 feet west to east is the size of the basketball field. The ground of the basketball field is concrete with a white design painted on the concrete ground, with basketball hoops from north to south.
No.
Base right there.
With
Yeah.
basketball hoops from north to south. When Drake and Michelle arrive, the sisters are standing in the center of the basketball field waiting for them. We didn't think you were going to show, said GOT with a devious smile. As the coolest dragon that ever lived, I never miss out on a challenge, Drake responded with ignorance. So where's the jump rope? Or were you bluffing this whole time? Asked Michelle with confidence. As an immediate response, the two sisters looked at each other and giggled with sinister intent.
Oh boy. These sisters are pure evil. I got a bad feeling about this.
Well, when you say sinister intent, I don't expect positive.
You don't expect positive, okay. Alright.
Make sure it's recording.
I was just checking real quick.
Silly blonde tails, you have no idea what you got yourself into, said GOT as she prances to the right and then stops with a strange pose. Yeah. In matter of fact, Drake as good as ours, said Jvala as she prances to the left.
It's as good as ours.
Now both Drake and Michelle are in between the two sisters. Drake and Michelle looked at each other with confusion.
I don't like this.
Then the two sisters point their fingers into
You
the
think I
air
like
and
this
a
either?
spontaneous rope of pure fire appears.
What?
Okay, great magic.
Then the two sisters point their fingers into the air and a spontaneous rope of pure fire appears. All Drake and Michelle can do is look on in horror as the rope falls to the right onto the concrete ground, giving up sparks from the heat.
Pure
And
fire.
then the sisters begin to rotate their arms in a clockwise position in complete unison, making the rope of fire start to move like a jump rope. Michelle and Drake didn't get time to think, so all they could do was jump with the rhythm of the flow.
The thing. Let's get.
Now, so pause real quick.
Okay.
I see some errors. Pure. It should be pure.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to pause the recording on that. All right, there, guys. We fixed that, and we're almost at the hour mark. But still, I think we're almost at the end of the story. I think. so it doesn't really matter. Alrighty. Of course, it wouldn't matter because I usually try to get until we actually finish the book, or at least get to the the next chapter or whatever. But in this case, until the book is finished, because these books are technically not long, it just takes a while to get through them.
We have to go through and change some stuff.
Yeah.
As a result, Michelle and Drake were able to successfully make the first jump. It's in the rope came around again for a
What?
I feel like we're missing something. For the first jump, it's in the rope. Let me see here. It's in the rope came around again. It's when the rope.
Alright, we're gonna have to pause on this one. This is weird. I'm pretty darn sure it's good, so I don't think we have to worry about it.
When it's in the rope came around again for a second time, and even though Michelle and Drake were able to make the jump again, Michelle felt the heat on her shoes. Then the third swing
which one are you not doing the spaces right?
Then the third swing around, Drake started to use his wings to help him with his jumps, but he did not want to fly too high, otherwise the rope would have just burned him in the air because it moved too fast for him to gain altitude. However, after the fourth swing around of the fire rope, the rope started to go faster. As a result, Michelle was unable to keep up with speed, and as a result the fire rope burned her skirt on her rear. As a result, she squealed in pain as she is able to run away from the fire rope and then roll around on the ground to put herself out. However, meanwhile Drake is still stuck in the rhythm of the fire room.
Fire rope.
Fire rope.
This
is not much of a fucking challenge.
This is it's actually kind of scary, actually.
Yeah, it's not really a challenge. It's more of like a how long can you survive in there? That's not really a challenge. It's like have fun, fucking fire.
As a result, she squealed in pain as she is able to run away from the fire rope and then roll around on the ground to put herself out. However, meanwhile Drake is still stuck in the rhythm of the fire rope. Trick managed to jump 10 times and not get burnt despite the fact.
Trick?
Okay. Dang on it, you!
Random new character, Trick.
I'm trying not to say it too much, but I swear to God, everything makes me want to do the Steve He thing of I will send you the G's.
I kind of regret introducing you to Steve He.
Why did it do that? Oh, that's why. Okay.
Drake managed to jump 10 times and not get burnt despite the fact that rope was going faster and faster.
That's...
Wait, I have one fucking question. If he's a dragon, is he supposed
I would say he probably might be resistant, maybe? I don't remember.
Well, dragons don't usually burn themselves.
But that bottom there did sound kind of weird, though. I'll do that again.
Drake managed to jump 10 times and not get burnt despite the fact that rope was going faster and faster.
That's what it was.
Right, the rope.
This thing's a mess, guys. I really wish my mom was able to edit, but damn.
Well, I guess we're doing it on the fly.
Yes, we are. Unfortunately, because that's just how the way life is going to make it for us. Which sucks, but hey. Well, at least you guys get to see the editing in real time, but the thing is, I don't know how it is for you guys if you think it's good or not, but it is kind of funny when my gun kid starts to, make jokes about the the terrible editing thingy.
However, the game was immediately stopped when all of a sudden vines came out of nowhere and tangled the two twins up, which caused the fire rope to dissipate. As an immediate response, Drake was confused at first. But the confusion dissipated when Drake saw that Mrs. Clover has came over to deal with the situation. "I thought I told you two girls not to play that dangerous game here on school grounds," yelled Mrs. Clover in anger. The two fire twins had a look of anger on their faces, wanting to say something back, but they knew it was pointless, so they just stayed quiet. "Well, I guess it's over. Wait a minute. I think this means I win. Yeah, I'm the best, coolest dragon there is on the entire planet," shouted Drake with pride as he pumps his arms up and down with victory.
Emotional damage from my friend.
shouted Drake with pride as he pumps his arms up and down with victory. Unknowingly, Oscar was watching the whole thing unfold from a distance.
Well, since this is almost over, I think we can try to do the whole thing.
Yeah, Drake has got to be by hands down the dumbest guy I ever met. Denser than a brick house.
I have won, and now no girl doesn't need to date me because I have beat the challenge. What? I am the coolest dragon ever. The eyes. His eyes were like bulging out of his head.
Great. The dragon now has an even more inflated ego. Oscar whispered to himself with a heavy sigh. Just because you two girls know pyrokinesis doesn't mean you endanger other students in your dangerous games.
What?
Pyrokinesis doesn't mean you can endanger.
Just because you two girls know pyrokinesis doesn't mean you endanger other students.
Oh, that's what's missing. Can, right? Is that spelled right?
Can. Yep, C-A-N.
Just because you two girls know pyrokinesis doesn't mean you can endanger other students in your dangerous games. Since that is the third time this week I'm taking you two girls to the principal's office, said Mrs. Clover as she drags the two fire twins to the principal's office off of the playground. Oh, my poor sexy booties, now charcoal, said Michelle as she is trying to look behind her. However, Bulk is there and he has a clear look at Michelle's exposed little girl butt. As a result, he just stares, not knowing what to think. However, there is an awkward moment when Broke and Shell stare at each other for a second and then it dawns.
Wait, what?
Broken Shell.
Oh! Bulk and Michelle is what that is. As much as I miss Lily's speech, I don't know. Sometimes it can be a bitch. Alright, guys, I'm going to have to pause this. This is going to take a while for me to fix.
However, there is an awkward moment when Bulk and Michelle stare at each other for a second and then it dawns on her on what he sees. Hey! No staring at my sexy charcoal butt, shouted Michelle in anger as she breaks both nose by a punch to the face.
Breaks.
Breaks Bulk's nose.
Wait, that doesn't look right. Is that right?
Yes. Breaks Bulk's nose, because that S at the
Shouted
end of that
Michelle in
apostrophe
anger as
makes
she
sense
breaks
as
Bulk's
his.
nose by a punch to the face, knocking him out cold, and with the sound of the knockout bill the visual goes to black screen. To be continued.
Ding, 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 ding! Bell.
Bill is supposed to be Bell. It says Bill. It's supposed to be Bell. B-E-L-L.
Here we go.
There you go.
Ding, ding, ding! Knockout.
Nice going, Mac.
Freaking, basically what happens to the Bulk is like, I see a buttocks, and then Michelle's just patting her butt after, getting burned, and she looks at him and it's like, what are you staring?
You pervert.
Not for you to look at. What'd you think of this episode?
Oh, now we had two other characters that we now know the Fire Twins.
Now we know who the Fire Twins are.
And Drake has an overflated ego now. I give up. I think Sarah broke too many of his brain cells and now they divided.
I get the feeling that in the Sarah and Drake book series, you don't have any favorite characters, unlike the Battle Quest series where you actually had some favorite characters.
I like the shenanigans they get into, but the Battle Quest ones, some of them I like. But for this one, I like the shenanigans these dumbasses get themselves into.
You like the shenanigans, but you don't really much care for the characters that much.
They're lovable idiots. And Drake is a dense idiot. And Crocker should be put in a mental institution.
Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, especially with all the hard work that has gone by. So please like and subscribe. And this is a Zerduku and Gun Kid signing out.